Hey everyone, welcome to another one of this Minetest Let's Play. Now I have, I guess, no preparation this time around, but what I'm planning on doing is continue working on that storage system, as well as getting the plan or kind of the idea of what I want this building to be. So I have some stone cooking right over there in that area. First I want to pick up some smooth stone. That one. Right here, yes. And convert that to stone bricks. And I was looking around before the recording, and I think I want to use some of this redwood here. So I might take that as well. I noticed that. Few changes. You notice there's an enchantment table, not enchanting table. Because apparently there's two different, I guess, namings for the exact same thing in Minecraft for some weird reason. But yeah, I have that, so I installed a couple mods, as you can see. I installed pipeworks, and I've been playing around with that off screen. As well as that, there's the what was it called? Was it X decor? Yeah, X decor. That's the mod that adds some decor, which includes this, as well as I think a crafting table somewhere, which can allows you to break blocks into pieces, which is kind of nice to have. And I probably noticed move this door a little bit, so that's a lot easier to get through because it kept slamming on me, and that actually been working so far. I moved some trees around, or I chopped down some trees. Because I need, apparently I need oil in order to do that. I do have a couple buckets of oil, but one of the best ways to get oil is one of these oil extracts, which requires leaves. You smelt that into unprocessed paraffin, and then you smelt that paraffin to get plastic sheets. You need those plastic sheets to make pretty much a lot of the pipework stuff. So I'm probably going to be doing this on camera as well, collecting some leaves and using that for more pipes. So, you notice I dug some holes over here too. So there's a way to get to the farm now through here. As well as that, I've been playing around off camera with some of the pipework stuff, like I've been saying. Just not a whole lot of room here for. There we go. So this is the, I guess, pipework stuff I'm playing around with. I've been looking at one of the comments for, I guess, the door, and yeah, the comment was kind of confusing to read, but I do read the comments since it's quite a small channel. But yeah, I tried playing around the player detector for like the door opening, but that doesn't work for what I want it to work. Essentially, I want it so that whenever I leave, it closes behind me. I don't want and I know I can connect them through mesecons because that's essentially just the redstone equivalent. And I will be using some mesecons actually for the storage system there because I actually need it in order to power the stackwise filter injector, which essentially just takes stuff from the chest and pushes it out onto tubes. So I was thinking of doing something with a detecting pneumatic tube, as was the blinky plant, which a blinky plant essentially just sends a signal every like second or so. I believe it's every second. But before I actually do any of the cool stuff, which speaking of which, actually I'm gonna need a teleporting tube. Yeah. Which requires desert stone, which I have, and meat blocks, which I also have, thankfully. But first, I want to actually set up the structure of this building. I want it to be like 4 or 5 blocks tall, so that way it feels like a pretty grand room. And this is going to be called like a warehouse. Essentially, this is just sort of a warehouse where pretty much all my storage needs will be met. And I don't know about going up. I guess I was thinking actually going underground if I ever want to expand this. So I want to be able to expand this building. Alright, so... what else do we talk about, I guess, in this case? I don't have much to talk about. I mean, with school, I guess, I'm struggling with a little bit of motivation, just doing schoolwork. That happens, but, you know, I'm hoping to pick it up again during the weekend, so... yeah, so how are we gonna arrange this? How am I gonna utilize this redwood? What does it look like when it's... well, first I have to put some stuff away. Hold on. Let me just get some stuff pushed out of the way first. There we go. What does it look like when it is in plank form? It looks really cool. Okay, I do kind of like that. But how do I utilize this? I'm not redoing the floor. No way, I'm not redoing that floor. That was a lot of work when I did that. But I was thinking of doing is I was thinking of have it sort of like a dome kind of thing. And this is gonna be like a dome with like filled with grass around, but the interior, I think maybe the interior roofing should be like this redwood here. I think that'll be pretty neat. So let's do that. Let's take this. So this is only 3 blocks, so I'll make it a couple more blocks. Which means I'm gonna need I'm gonna need some scaffolding. This will work temporarily. Like this. Let's grab some more here and... so as you probably saw on the channel, I uploaded a new video just yesterday, on Friday. It was a storyboard for, I guess, a video I'm working on. Which is called, Sane Theory, Retiring, which is essentially going to be the whole thing on, I guess, game theory retiring. It's a little bit late, but it's fine. I don't know, I have other ideas too, like, after, I guess... at some point, I actually came up with a lot more ideas than just that. I was thinking of doing some of the Minecraft, like I've talked about before, or the Minecraft movie, like I've talked about before. Essentially create like a whole... that was kind of the original plan when I was thinking of bringing back Crimson Sand, was doing like animations and stuff, which is a lot of work, by the way, or more work than I'll be willing to put in at the time. And I do want to take it easy at this point on, because I don't want to focus... I don't want to, like, have that pretty much too much, the focus while I also have to work on school, so... it's important to, I guess, note that uploads there won't be as frequent. However, I was actually planning on doing, like, an upload, like a not animation-wise upload, where I talk about stuff I'm interested in. I have a few ideas on that. I won't reveal them right now at the moment, because it's debatable whether or not I'll actually even, like, go with it. But you'll see if you ever, I guess, check out that channel. And I guess got a couple new subscribers, just nice. And yeah, I guess those subscribers should now be aware of the Crimson Insane channel. Which I guess, funny enough too, I had a channel like this before, a gaming channel before. But I guess I kind of got sick and tired of it. And it gets kind of old after a while, after doing so many... just playing games. It just gets not fun anymore. which is why this will be sort of a gaming channel, but more or less, I just do what I want, so. I know one of the suggestions was to play Minetest multiplayer, and, you know, it might not happen, it might happen, I don't know. If I feel like it, I might do it. And I was thinking maybe during this weekend as well, I might upload another video. I was thinking of uploading, like, more, like, I guess, unused stuff, or not unused, but, like, more, I guess, things that I've made, if that makes sense. Like, I have a lot of unused, I guess, music that I just been keeping around. Maybe I'll upload more of those here as well. Well, that was the plan, really. That's the original intention of this channel in the first place, was to just kind of upload stuff that I don't particularly... Just to share stuff, you know, that's just not very high quality, at least in my standards. You know what I was thinking? We can line this with wood now. So something like this. Oh, but does it change depending on where I look? I think it does. Yes, it looks like it does. So I have to be very careful with that. Oh, it still does it anyways. Cool. Alright. Well, we're only going to look at it from the side, right? The top's going to be covered up, so... I think I should be fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but yeah. I have a lot of, I guess, music stuff I probably should release, but I have not, so I might do that. As well as that, I had a game, Oxygen Not Included, more specifically. I have a playthrough there that I played through before. Well, let me reword that, because that sounded horrible. I have like a playthrough of Oxygen Not Included where I try to get all the achievements. I should probably try to record that as well. No promises on that, though. I might record some and then upload it here. Because I want to try to finish that game. I have never finished that game before. And, you know, it's very technical. You have to learn how to make liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. So I'm going to be... I guess I'll be trying to get all the rest of the achievements. Which includes also getting these critters called gassy moos. Animals, I guess. Well, they're called critters in the game, but... You get the gist. They're essentially just animals that you tame, and they produce some kind of resource that you might or might not use. Because the main goal typically in that game is like self-sustainability. And I'm explaining this to people who have never even probably heard of this game. But by chance you probably heard of the other game by the same company that made this game called Don't Starve. It's kind of like Don't Starve, but a little nerdier. Or it also takes place in like a asteroid. So let me know if you want to see gameplay of that. Or not the gameplay of Don't Starve, I mean gameplay of Oxygen Not Included. Or I probably might do it regardless, so maybe the input doesn't matter too much. I know, but I feel when it comes to audiences, I guess one of the things is that sometimes you should take the suggestions, but other times, you know, it's kind of like, this is looking good so far. Anyways, completely off track. Like, I guess when it comes to audiences, like, I guess this whole, like, what are stigma? Is that a good word for it? This whole, I guess, thing where you're kind of, like, forced to do what audiences tell you to do. Because I don't know, really like that. I just want to do whatever I want to do. But also do that in a way in which it's like... No, does that make any sense? Do it in a way that's like, sort of a... Yeah, I don't have the words for it, sorry. It's just such complex ideas that you can't just have words for, unless I think about it over a long series of time, which usually, to me, it takes a really long time to digest. So we got this thing sorted, so after this we'll put some more stone bricks. We're just kind of getting a little bland, so maybe I should add more redwood to this. Maybe the redwood trunks, not chunks. That might look nice for like a base. So something like this. Does that look good? That looks really good. Besides, I guess, the weirdness of the shape of this thing. Well, mostly this thing. And then it switches to the... Okay. You see what I mean? I mean, you have eyes, right? You can see this is going horizontally, and this side's going vertically. And then that side's going... Let me fix that. Because I'm sure that's going to annoy a lot of people. I think it's the way I place it determines how I'm gonna... if I stand on top of it, will it... Okay, yeah, if I stand on top of it, it goes vertically like that. Okay, cool. So now let's try to fix this kind of area, where the stripes are going vertically instead of horizontally. Just so it's a consistent look. I want it to stay consistent. And you know, there's a better way to do this in Minetest. There's a screwdriver tool that allows you to switch it, but that's all the way over at my house, and I'm too lazy to go grab it, so. There we go. I think that should look okay now. Yes, that looks okay. Next, I need to do the same thing here, and maybe do some wood bar here in the middle here, too. And I guess for now on, too, I will not be skipping the building sections. I will, because it did seem wrong, and one of the comments did suggest not to do that. So you'll go through the painstaking process of seeing me fill out maybe an entire floor or something. Or, I guess, building a warehouse. That's not a cube. This is clearly not a cube. This is like very rhombus shaped or very diamond shaped. So is it like... Okay, yeah, it's this thing right here. Okay. As you can see, there's 4 entrances or 4 exits. And I think that's what I might be going for. Like, the only way to, I guess, enter is not through that path that I just created. Or, I would guess that would be one way. The path will go around and then kind of connect there. But then maybe there'll be some other stuff over here, too. As well as that, I did dig out, like, a hole through here. Like, there was, like, nothing there besides a cave. So. And then over here, like I said, this leads to the farm. And I'm gonna have to clear this out as well. So it's looking good so far. I do need to figure out, okay, we're gonna do some counting here now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, so divide that by 2, that's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, since it's 2, it's gonna be 2 like that, right? 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So actually, I want to split it up like that instead. There we go. Do I want to move this out a little bit more so it's even? It seems like that might be a better idea. Let me give that a look as well. And when it comes to building, I know there's a lot of people, I guess, when it comes to like Minecraft building, they tend to just build in creative first, then kind of build it in survival. I tend to do the opposite, so I tend to just, you know, build it as I go. Because it feels more natural that way than just, you know... And I guess I would understand if it was like a bigger project, where it requires a lot more resources. Okay, so that's 5 on that side. It should be 5 on this side too. Yes, perfect. That looks good. So, yeah, I just... Typically when it comes to building, I don't, like, build it in creative first. I guess the only exception was this, trying to figure out this whole system out. Like how I'm gonna work this out. Work out the, what's it called? Storage. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be using teleporting tubes. I'm gonna have tagged them to the specific name of the item. Or the category of what I want it to be. Then, I'll have a whole setup where it pushes all the items in the chest through sorters, and those sorters, whenever it finds that item, brings it to the teleporter tube, and then the other side will receive that. And I guess it's nicer too, because if I ever move to a different area in this game, I can actually still store stuff into this room. So, now let's continue this build process. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The redwood was a good idea. I came up with that on the spot. Like, while I was, like, well, I guess before recording, like I said, I just figured I could use the redwood since I have a good amount of it. By the way, this is from one tree. This is not like from 1,000 trees. No, this was from one single redwood tree. Which is really, really nice. Plus, if I ever want to, like, manufacture more wood, if I ever need more wood, I have saplings for this tree too, so I can plant more, and I can get really quantitous amounts of wood. Well, redwood specifically, but wood nonetheless. So this, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, 6. And remember that this is the way it goes. Let's light this area up because it's probably... When it comes to, like, holes and stuff, sometimes I don't even bother filling in the holes, especially... When it comes to, like, when I build things in Minecraft, I typically don't fill the holes in. I just light it up just enough to where there's no monsters spawning. Then, you know, I just cover it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that looks good. Now I want to work on the roof. My original plan was to actually start working on the storage system, but I guess this is going to be a building episode now. You just get the look and feel for it first before I actually start setting up the storage thing. Which probably would have been a good idea to start with that first, since, you know, get functionality out of the way, but I guess I won't be doing that for today. So I'm thinking we kind of have one of these points, have them move over to the middle. Try to find the middle, then work from there, so let's do that. And like I said, we're going to be covering this with, like, glass and dirt. Just so we have, like, a sky, I guess, box. Not a sky box, but, you know, a skylight. That's what it's called. It's getting darker, so I'm going to have to go to bed again. Even close to the middle. Hold on. Okay, that's a decent size. That's actually pretty far up. That's getting closer to the tower, so maybe we'll stop right there, then push it over there. Yeah, that's not even close to the middle, so if I... Maybe I want to go 2 blocks, then up. Instead of, you know, just the one block to the side, 1 block up, that sort of thing. Just have it be smoother looking. And one thing you notice kind of about with Minetest too, when it comes to like jumping, what I like about it, I guess, a lot too, is how floaty the kind of jumping is, or how floaty the movement is. It makes it feel interesting. Not that it's any better than Minecraft, but it just makes it feel kind of interesting. Like I said, just more interesting. Now, down in the comments, do you prefer the movement for Minetest, or do you prefer the movement for Minecraft, like the more rigid feeling movement? Or do you have just no preference at all on that? I don't know. I feel maybe, like I said, I kind of like the movement for Minetest. It just feels kind of... Or it's not just exclusively Minetest. This is just how Luanti does things. Right, forgot. It's called Luanti now. I've been calling it Minetest because this is what this game is. But if you want to refer to the engine, you can call it Luanti. But, I know there's a couple other games on there. There's literally a Minecraft clone called Voxel Libre, formerly Mineclone 2. But I don't know, I like Minetest because it's a lot more unique. So we found our middle. This is our middle. I knew I was hearing some grass sounds. That was just that horse there. Speak of which, in order to actually get some viewers, don't look. But if in order to actually collect some, in order to actually get any leather, since there's no animals, I can kill some monsters. However, they don't spawn as frequently as I thought they would. Meaning, don't look. Oh, I didn't drop any. I thought I dropped leather. Well, they do drop leather. I have collected them before, but... Yeah, should I add the animals mod? Because, I was kind of... I kind of was thinking about not doing that because, I mean, they spawn so frequently, and I don't really like that about that mod. There's the Animalia mod, or one of the other, I guess, several animal mods, but I wanted to stick with the mod the mob the mobs mod from the original, I guess, author, because it's a lot more consistent that way. Because then otherwise I have to deal with like 2 different kinds of leather items, which is really annoying. I once had that when I previously was playing this game. So, how are we doing on time, by the way? 30 minutes, literally 30 minutes. Okay, we're getting the base out. It's looking good so far. For lights, I was thinking of doing some Mies lamps, maybe. Try to be a little more fancy than just using torches. These torches are kind of boring. I guess when it comes to Mies lamps too, I don't know if like the light will actually propagate through the room, or I still have to like light it up. Oh, what I'm trying to say is that if I put the Mies lamps all the way up here, the light's probably not going to go all the way down there. Which I think is how the lighting works in this game. Which unfortunately means I have to put the light closer. Which I think I should be fine with that. As long as I don't have to have the lights all the way, I guess, to the ground. Or near the ground. Because I want this to be like a very spacious room. That's kind of the point of this building, so that I have enough room to do stuff. Enough room to kind of run around, and as well as some chests and everything. Maybe this will be more than just a storage room. Maybe this could be a room for, like, experiments or stuff. I'm wondering if I can actually do the other way around. Hold on. While I just make some more redwood planks. What if I can I actually do this? Well, it'll be hard to do. What I'm trying to say is, can I just go, like, no, I can't. Because then I'll need to be able to place blocks down below me. No, it's worth a shot. I just have to continue digging this area out just so I can actually start placing the roof. And this little thing here is going to be a little more bothersome. So this is 2 here. So go 1 up like this. And then I'm going to need a scaffolding. I need some scaffolding. I'm going to use cobblestone. Oh, we got more silver sand. And with silver sand, I guess it's a neat version of sand. Well, not only does it look cool, it still converts to glass when you smelt it. So this 1, 2, then we go like this. Yeah, sorry, that completely, like, was off the, would it be off the rails, kind of, or just kind of, off topic? It felt off topic. Alright, let's keep going. I might go a little more than 30 minutes. That should be fine. I did that before in that previous video, but... Oh no, is this uneven? That's uneven. That's something you don't want to see. Yeah, that's okay. I think it's this side that's the issue. Let me see. Let me try to fix that. Okay, I thought it was 1 2 like this, then go 1 2. Oh, that's the issue. Okay, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now it's even. Perfect. So do I want to try to... I'm probably going to try to remove the excess, like, here. Let's do this. I don't even need to place anything. I just need to crouch under and do this. Alright. Now for the other side. Other sides. And of course, it's probably going to annoy the hell out of everyone. Obviously, I'm going to try to make sure that these just aren't... Just the wood, I guess, is flat. Or not flat. What I'm trying... Oh, I'm going to make sure that these look consistent to each other. Or maybe I won't try at all, since, you know, we might not even be able to see this again. Or we only be able to see the underside of it. Who knows? I could just go up here and get the screwdriver tool and start evening everything out so it looks consistent. So the blocks look like they match with each other. But that's just not a thing I'm going to be doing right now. So I guess what I'm trying to say is kind of deal with this. Yes, it looks... I know someone's OCD is probably triggering right now, but yeah. Okay. There we go. Now I can remove some of the silver sand that's in the way. Alright. So that looks pretty grand, right? I don't know how the framing is gonna work or how I'm gonna frame this around, but maybe I was thinking doing like some glass on each of the 4 sides like this, and then maybe some more wood here, and then maybe more glass around each 4 sides. Kind of keep it symmetric, as well as that make it look like it's part of the mountain when it really isn't. Which maybe I should focus on what it looks like in the exterior. Because I was thinking maybe the wood should like stick out a little bit more. The roof should stick out a little bit more. Like either, I guess, having dirt hang around here like that. Or have the wood stick out, then the dirt kind of hang out. Who knows? So let me sleep real quick. Then... Well, I don't know. I might call it for the day. Because I'm already at 40 minutes and, well, I don't want to make these episodes too long, so, hope you enjoyed this Minetest video. If you didn't, please tell me why you didn't like it. And how I should improve these videos, because I do want to improve these kind of gaming videos. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.